are going to see how to make a vegetable kurma. It is not korma, this is kurma. In South India, especially Tamil Nadu, when we make this type of gravy with meats or vegetables, we call it kurma instead of korma. Mughals brought korma to India. North Indians adapted it and they started making korma. But when the korma transferred to the south part of India, people changed it according to their taste and named it as kurma. Even though the recipe I am going to show is vegetarian, it is very healthy because it's full of proteins. Yeah, I took the vegetarian alternative of proteins and I added to this recipe. Not only meat can give you a lot of proteins, but there are other vegetarian ingredients that can give you a lot of proteins. I used vegan proteins like soy milk and garbanzo beans, which is chickpea, to this recipe. But you can also add any dry tofu, like it to be a very complete protein dish. In addition to that, I have added some carrots and potatoes, with a little touch of the masala, which has coconut as one of the ingredients. So let's start making vegetable kurma. Here I have 1.5 cup of soy nuggets, or it's also called meal maker or soy balls. This is full protein. When you buy it, it will be dry. So to make them soft, we need to cook it in water. It will become soft and the size will increase. So cook it in triple the quantity of water and add a tablespoon of salt so the soy gets salt while it is cooking in water. After cooking, it is really hard for it to absorb any salt. So add salt at this stage itself. It's been 15 minutes. Now you can see the soy nuggets has become softer. Now you can switch off the flame and drain out all the water and squeeze the soy nuggets so you extract all the water from the nuggets and cut them into pieces and keep it aside. Now let's make the masala. For masala you need 4 tablespoons of coconut. Here I took a dry coconut, but if you have the fresh one you can use it. 4 cloves. When using cloves, don't use the top bulb portion. It's not good for health. And here I have 3 cardamoms and 1 tablespoon of cashew nuts. If you don't have cashew nuts, you can use poppy seeds. This is to give thickness to the gravy. And here I have half of 1 cinnamon stick. We are going to grind all these with some water and make a fine paste. Take a pan. Once it is hot, add a tablespoon of oil. Let it get hot. To check if the oil is hot, add 1 or 2 mustard seeds to the oil. If it starts to splutter, then the oil is hot. Once those mustard seeds start to splutter, add 2 teaspoons of mustard seeds. Wait till it crackles. Then add 1 small size onion sliced very thinly and 2 green chilies. At the back burner, if you notice, there is 1 tomato cut into cubes. As I forgot to record some clips in this video, I will be telling what I have done. After sauteing the onions, I added a teaspoon of ginger paste and a teaspoon of garlic paste and sauteed them very well till the raw smell of the ginger and garlic went away. Then I added 1 tomato and sauteed it. Then I added a sprig of curry leaves. I am going to saute this till the tomatoes are half done. This recipe I am making for 4 people, but you can always reduce the amount to half if you are doing it for 2 people. Here I am adding 2 carrots cut into small dices. Here I have 1 potato cut into small dices similar to the carrot, and I soaked it in water so it doesn't turn to brown color. Now I am adding it to the carrot. Saute it well until the carrots and potatoes are very well cooked. Once it is sauteed well and the raw smell of the carrot and potato went away, you can add some water and cook it in water for a few minutes so that it gets softer. Once they are done cooking, add 5 to 6 baby corns cut into dices. Now I am going to add garbanzo beans or chickpeas. I added 2 cans of garbanzo beans, which is 28 ounce. If you are using canned peas, you can just wash those and then add it directly. But if you are using the raw ones, soak it overnight and pressure cook it and then add it to the gravy. Add water until the garbanzo beans are soaked well. Let it cook for a few minutes. It's been after 15 minutes. Now I am going to add the ground masala that I told earlier. See, I made it into a paste by adding some water. I am going to add this and add some extra more water until the chickpeas are soaked well and give it a good stir. Now I am adding the soy nuggets that I boiled earlier. I cut them into small pieces. Now I am going to add it all and mix it very well, and I am going to add water till everything is covered, like 1 or 2 cups should be enough, and let it cook for a few minutes so that soy nuggets absorb all the spices and it gets flavorful. Then I am going to let it cook in open flame so that little bit of water gets evaporated and the gravy becomes thickened. As we added cashew nut in this masala, the gravy is going to become thicker in few minutes. Do a taste check and add salt as needed. As we have already added salt while cooking soy nuggets, add it accordingly. That's why I didn't add salt till this stage, because soy nuggets can release some salt into the gravy. So do you see how the gravy is becoming thicker? This is like after 20 minutes. Finally, I am going to garnish it with some coriander leaves. Mix them very well once you add the coriander leaves. Then transfer it to your serving container. A healthy and delicious vegetable kurma is ready. You can have this with hot roti. Nothing can beat that. I hope you enjoyed my vegetable kurma recipe. Until we meet up in the next recipe, tada! Bye-bye!